Gordon Joseph and WWPT.
A seasonal tip from the nurses.
Some thoughts from guidance.
And our friends from Singapore.
All this and so much more. Good morning, Staples.
Good morning, Staples. I'm Kelsey Shockey.
And I'm Jake Reiser.
It is December 19th, and tomorrow we begin our holiday vacation.
Some of you will be getting on an airplane and departing to warm beaches and sunshine.
And some of you will stay in town to celebrate the season with friends and family.
This is our holiday show, which we will begin as soon as we stand to say the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Up first in our show is an interview I did with former First Selectman Mr. Gordon Joseph.
What many of you do not know is that Mr. Joseph has a long and award-winning career in journalism and television.
Also, I had heard that he was involved in WWPT back in the 1960s.
That's right, Kelsey. For all of us who work on the radio station, we share some history with him.
So here's my interview. Let's watch. Good morning, Staples. This is Kelsey Shockey, and I'm here with the former First Selectman, Mr. Gordon Joseph. Thank you so much for coming.
Nice to be here, Kelsey.
When did you first know that you wanted to be a journalist?
I think about the age that you are now, maybe even younger. I would sit in a classroom, and while somebody was lecturing on the front of the room, I'd be looking out the window thinking about something, something else, and I always wanted to be out seeing things firsthand. So in effect, even from high school, I've lived in London, I lived in Moscow, I lived in Tokyo, I've visited Paris very frequently, and a lot of world spots in between.
So what kind of segments did you do, and what kind of articles did you
I covered
write?
everything. I was a general assignment reporter, in effect, everything from Olympic sports to disasters, assassinations, plane crashes, you name it.
So I understand that you also got an Emmy Award. Can you tell us what you got that for?
I did. I received an Emmy Award for the coverage in 1984 of the assassination of the Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi.
Besides that, you established WWPT. How did
Not exactly. And that's, I went to somebody who knows all the history. As I understand it, really was not formalized until 1973. So this was, 12 years prior to that. And this was a bunch of high school kids who got together, and we had studios at the YMCA. We had a telephone line. We had a transmitter on a lifeguard chair at Campo Beach. And we were in business for a couple of months until the New York Times did a second front page story on us, and the FCC commissioner read about it, and we shut down the station.
So have you seen any changes through WWPT now?
Oh, well, WWPT now is a professional station, named once or twice the best high school station in the country. So I'm very proud of what's happened to WWPT, and I think the townspeople as well.
So what advice do you have for new journalists?
Do it. Go out and do it. Don't let anybody tell you no, and just keep up on current events. Apply to work for Westport Now or the Westport News or whatever if you're in high school. So, just go out and ask. Don't be afraid to ask, and take advantage of connections and people that you know or you may know, or other people, etc., and just do it.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Joseph.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure talking to you, and now we'll send it back to the host. Our thanks goes to Mr. Joseph for allowing us to talk with him about his career and his many successes.
Up next is an announcement from a familiar face in our guidance department.
Hey seniors, Miss Capozzi here. This one's for you. Listen up. It's college admission season, and this week, and for some of you last week, you started receiving your admissions decisions. So, what do you do next? You start updating your Naviance account, and you also need to follow the instructions on the email that you received on your regular email account. So what does that mean? That means you have to check your email and not only look at it, but read it. All the information as to how to update your Naviance is on that email. So listen, for those of you who have received favorable decisions, Congratulations. You might be done, especially if you have an early decision, favorable decision. And for those of you who did not receive favorable decisions, don't worry, kids. Turn your frown upside down.
Turn your frown upside down.
As you can now begin to get ready to pump out your regular decision applications. The holiday season and break is upon us, and you can take care of all that information and all those applications while you're home. However, you must ask for your transcripts to be released by this week. No later. By this Thursday, actually, I believe is the last day that you can request your transcripts for regular decision if you haven't done so already. So, good luck, and see your counselors should you need help this week. And remember, it all works out.
Thanks, Ms. Capozzi, for the update and all that useful information.
Up next, we have Wyatt Davis and his contest, Where in Westport is Wyatt Davis? Here's Knox with the week's winner.
Hi Staples, we are back again with Where in Westport is Wyatt. We have the answer to the last clue, and it is the Westport Country Playhouse. We're going to pick our winner. And the winner is David Dickinson. Congratulations, David, and you can come down to the Media Lab and collect your prize.
Thanks, Knox, and congratulations go out to this week's winner, David Dickinson.
Next, we move on to our recent visit by students from the Wah Chung Institute of Singapore.
Some of our own TV production students wanted to ask our visiting students some basic kid-type questions.
You might be surprised by some of their answers. Here it is.
Good morning, Staples!
Staples, 早安.
TBT to when the Singapore exchange students were still in our school.
They stopped by the TV production room and we got their first impressions on what it was like to be here at Staples and in the United States. Take a look.
Hey everyone, this is Howie. Howie, welcome to Staples.
Thanks.
I was just going to ask you, what is your favorite part about being here in the U.S.?
I love the way lessons are conducted in the US. I mean, it's really interactive and teachers ask really good questions which help to get us thinking.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I like the weather here because it's cold and I prefer a cold climate.
I'm Andres and this is
Seoul. Oh, I went to the football game last Friday and it was great. Staples football is like so fantastic and it's awesome.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy the gym lessons here.
What's different about our school from yours?
In Singapore, we are only allowed to have one co-curricular activities or maximum of two throughout the 4 years that we have in high school.
Hey, so I'm here with Lam now. Lam, can you tell me what's your favorite place to eat in Connecticut so far?
For these past few days, we have had a lot of burgers and pizzas and stuff, but I did enjoy what my host buddy's family offered me, some Chinese and Mexican authentic food, and that was nice to me.
Chicken noodle soup. My favorite food at the cafeteria may be just pizzas, but we can actually find them in Singapore as well.
Chocolate muffin. Those that you put in the microwave and it goes one round and the chocolate melts.
I'm Jeremy from Singapore, yeah.
What is the difference between girls here in the US and the girls in Singapore?
Personally, I think that the girls here in US are more open and more friendly as compared to the girls in Singapore, and they are more shy.
We want to say thank you on behalf of Staples High School for the opportunity to have you guys here and for letting us interview you.
Thanks for watching, Staples. See you next time.
Bye! So there you have it. For our visitors from Singapore, I think that they found our country pleasantly different.
We like to think that we're unique and different in some ways.
Well, I'm pretty sure of one thing that they don't do at Hua Chung, and that is old-time radio broadcasts.
That's right, Kelsey. Today in the Black Box Theater at 1 p.m., the audio production students are collaborating with the Theater 3 students on a broadcast of Orson Welles' 1939 Mercury Theater, A Christmas Carol.
One of the goals of Staples is collaborative and interdisciplinary activities, and this broadcast from our radio station at 1 p.m. on 90.3 FM WWPT is a very unique and educational activity.
Mimi looked into the event and got some more information on A Christmas Carol.
This time of year, I do two cool things, I think. One thing I do is I get involved with the candlelight concert and the music department, and we make the candlelight CD every year. And also another thing that I do is work with Mr. Roth this time of year on a old-time radio broadcast. He has some terrific actors in his Theater 3 class, And those actors combine and work with my audio production students. So we've done It's a Wonderful Life, but this year we're doing A Christmas Carol. That's the Scrooge story, and his actors are playing the ghosts and Scrooge and all the voices that appear in the show. And my students are providing the organic sound effects. It's a great. It's a great broadcast. That'll happen on Thursday at 1 o'clock in the Black Box Theater. And so anyone who's free is welcome to come.
Well, it is a collaboration between the Theater 3 acting students and the audio production class. And what we do is we take scripts from old-time radio shows and we reproduce them with our students doing all live voices, live music, and live sound effects like they used to do with the radio broadcast back in the 30s and the 40s. And we have a great cast. We have some great kids doing all of the sound effects, and it's going to be broadcast live over WWPT.
Great job, Mimi. I hope many of you who are free will attend this wonderful event.
Last weekend, we lost most of the candlelight concert to a Saturday snowstorm. For many families and friends who look forward to seeing their students, sons and daughters on stage performing, there was much disappointment in the community.
We want to remind you that Alex Faciello from the Media Lab, Sophia Henkels from the Art Department, and all of the students in the Music Department created a CD of the entire show.
If you would like to remember this candlelight, stop by the Media Lab and purchase a copy of this year's candlelight for $15.
Here's Remy with some more information on it.
Good morning, Staples. Mr. Rosenberg here. Just wanted to let you all know that even though Mother Nature didn't cooperate this year and Candlelight was canceled our last two performances, we want you to know that there are CDs available through Mr. Honeycutt and the Media Lab. All of the music is recorded, including this year's world premiere of a new production number written by Don Rickenback. It's really a fabulous CD, and I hope you all get a chance to go out and get it. See Mr. Honeycutt.
Thanks, Remy, for the candlelight info.
Up next is Tom Jones and his group with a piece about the holidays.
Hey Staples, we talked to kids to ask them what the most meaningful holiday gift they've ever received was.
So one time I got this really big popcorn bucket, and that was really good, because I like food. Yeah, my favorite gift was when I got my phone. This was useful.
Probably an apple that I got last year. It was really good, kind of like this.
My favorite gift is the gift of snow.
The most meaningful Christmas gift that I've ever gotten was my friend Gwyneth Mulligan. She's great, and I'm just really thankful for her.
This is going to sound really weird, but a blank composition notebook.
My favorite thing during the holidays is spending time with my family.
My favorite gift for Christmas is chocolates.
My favorite gift for Christmas is something that my loved ones make for me, not something that's store-bought.
Well, my name is call me Josh Gorman. The microphone was on I can't sing. Let's enjoy the show.
Thanks, Tom, for your timely holiday piece.
And now with the end in sight, we present the second to last edition of the Klein Challenge.
We are back for week 13 of the Klein Challenge. Klein and Zito here again. Zito, what's going on?
Tom Coughlin called.
Oh yeah?
He hates you.
Because I picked against them and they had the worst performance. I look pretty smart doing that, don't I?
But Jack Mandela, remember him?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he got one of Eli's interceptions.
Yes, he did. Well,
everybody else did, right?
Perfect. Ready? Good transition. Let's talk about last week. Okay. Another perfect week.
Oh God.
3-0.
Oh
okay.
God. With all those upsets, you went 3-0.
I went 3-0. Jack was 1-2. Okay.
Ooh.
2 of those home underdogs I talked about bit him in the butt, but I will give him some credit on that Vikings pick that looked a little obscure, and that was the one game he actually won, which leaves me now at 27-9, and the students at 24-12, 3 games back, and believe it or not, this is the last week of the Klein Challenge.
I was just thinking that.
Now, ready? A couple weeks ago, remember, we were tied, but good teams they get better when the going gets tough, and bad teams, they flounder. And me,
J-E-T.
perfect the last 2 weeks. 6-0, down the home stretch like we talked about. But here's the scoop. I'm a nice guy, okay? I would say everybody but my wife and kids think I'm a nice guy.
I think there may be some other opinions about that.
I'm gonna allow the students to try to get back in this, so we are gonna expand. Instead of picking 3 games this week, we are gonna go with 5.
That's fair. Last
Okay?
week, 5.
Let them get back in it last week. They're chasing 3 games. This gives everybody a fair chance to basically win this whole
You are
thing.
a nice guy.
Okay?
All right, let's see what happens.
All right, let's take a look. I am here with Colin Hoy, who is the next contestant on week 13 of the Klein Challenge. Okay, Colin, welcome aboard.
It's good to be here.
Awesome. What kind of football fan are you?
I'm a Giants fan.
A New York Football Giants fan. Now, not a very happy one this year.
No.
But hopefully next year a little bit better. We still lead Big Blue. Okay, Colin, you are the last hope for the students.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Okay, let's see what you got. Give me your 5 picks, and once again, we're changing up a little bit this week to give the students a chance. Instead of picking 3, we are once again going with 5. Give me your 5 picks for week 13 of the Klein Challenge.
My first pick, I have the Bengals over the Vikings. The Bengals are an elite team, and they should definitely be able to beat the Vikings. I also have the Rams over the Bucks. The Rams have been playing very well these last couple weeks. I'm picking the Cowboys over the Redskins. Even though I'm a Giants fan, the Cowboys are a much better team than the Redskins. I'm going also with the Dolphins over the Bills, an AFC rivalry. I think the Dolphins should definitely be able to beat the Bills. And the Panthers over the Saints. That's a really close game, but I think the Panthers will be able to pull out.
Okay, number 1, Colin, love the commentary. Number 2, Colin actually took 4 or 5 games that were actually on my list, forced me to go a little bit in another direction. So here's the way I am going to go for week 13 of the Klein Challenge. I'm going to go with the San Diego Chargers, okay, over the Oakland Raiders. Chargers fighting for a playoff spot. Denver Broncos over the Houston Texans, who have now lost 12 games in a row. Okay, the Seahawks at home over the Cardinals. Tough game in that NFC West, but I think the Seahawks take it. Once again, Tom Coughlin won't be very happy. I am going with the Detroit Lions over what looked like last week, the pathetic New York Giants. And my lock of the week.
Ooh, that's a big lock, all right.
I am going with the San Francisco 49ers over the Atlanta Falcons. Colin, thanks for being on the show.
It's good to be here.
I want to wish everybody happy holidays. Have a wonderful break. We will see you back in 2014 with final results of the Klein Challenge. See ya!
Thanks, Mr. Klein, and good luck to the student Colin Hoyt, our last and only hope to beat Mr. Klein.
Well, that's it, everyone. We got a taste of vacation at Thanksgiving, but beginning tomorrow, we have our first really long vacation.
Some of you seniors may have already gotten a holiday gift in the form of an early decision acceptance, but most seniors will wait a few more months, so be patient and hang in there.
And for all of you freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, have a great vacation. Season's greetings to all, and to all a good night. See you in 2014. Bye.
Goodbye.
Deck the halls with bells of holly. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. La 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol. La 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 la.
See the blazing Yule before us.
La 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 la.
Strike the harp and join the chorus.
La 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 la. Follow me in merry measure. La 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 la. While I tell of Christmas treasure. La 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 la.